HCAM News is supported by our viewers and by Hopkinton Drug, located in this historic New England town since 1954. They are a multifaceted store dedicated to providing clients with an array of healthcare options.
And by Webster First Federal Credit Union, providing financial products with attentive customer service to the local families and businesses of Hopkinton. Visit us at websterfirst.com. Welcome to HCAM News. Tom Nappy at the anchor desk to fill you in with the latest happenings in Hopkinton. On this edition of HCAM News, we'll introduce you to a number of the Hillers fall sports teams, including boys soccer, field hockey, and the girls volleyball team. But first, here are some happenings in town you should know about. The Hopkinton Education Foundation hosted their annual golf ball drop event. Elizabeth Gormley of the Hopkinton Education Foundation talked with HCAM News about the event.
So I am a board member of the Hopkinton Education Foundation. I'm also the school liaison for Elmwood and on the grants committee, and I chair the golf ball drop.
All right, can you talk about what's going on here today?
Sure. So every year we partner with Remax Realty and Consigli, and they both donate the hot air balloon, and Consigli as a backup donates a lift, so in case it's too windy. And so what we've done is we have sold golf balls that are all numbered 1 through 1,000, and all the proceeds go to the public schools of Hopkinton. And what we'll do today is we will go up in the tethered hot air balloon and drop all 1,000 golf balls, and whoever lands either in the hole or closest to the hole will win $1,000. The furthest from the hole will win $100.
Can you talk about some of the things that this will help out with the schools?
Sure. So the Hopkinton Education Foundation's mission is to provide innovation within the schools through certain grants. And so for over 20 years, we have provided so many wonderful grants to all of the schools, from center school all the way to the high school. Those grants, some of them maybe last year we refurbished the high school library to make it more of an interactive meeting place for students. At Elmwood, we have the kiln in which we funded. Upcoming ones that we've just awarded for this coming school year is there's a science. We're bringing real scientists into Elmwood to teach science lessons to third graders, which is super exciting, and many others. So all of the money that we raise throughout the year goes to a lot of these programs and innovations that we make at the schools to further our students' learning.
That's it, Peter. Come all the way back to the back.
is number 665, and that is Anne Michelle Dragsback. Is she here? Probably not. And the $100 winner is Amanda Spinelli.
Hopkinton Hillers boys soccer head coach Garrett Sawyer is entering his 14th season at the helm, and this year he has 3 motivated, experienced captains leading the team. Here is a look at this year's Hopkinton Hillers boys soccer team. Last season, the Hopkinton Hillers boys soccer team came close to a playoff spot, but fell just short with a 7-9-1 record. This year, they look to take a step up with good experienced leadership from this year's captains.
My name's Nate Pucci. I'll be a senior this year, and I play center back for the soccer team.
My name's Connor Delaney. I'm a senior, and I play forward for the soccer team. I'm Owen Delaney. I'm also going to be a senior, and I'm also a forward.
I asked the captains what they are working on during the first few practices to get ready for the season.
Yeah, so practice have been really good so far. We had tryouts, double sessions last week, and we've been training really hard since. We've been working on a lot of shooting and finishing drills, as well as some short passing drills just to get in shape and ready for the season.
Yeah, we lost 12 seniors last year, so there's a lot of new guys this year. So a main thing of practice is getting some team chemistry, trying to get some guys who are going to be working together to play together, and just trying to get the group as a team. That's one of the main goals right now.
Yeah, a big thing we've also been doing is working with different formations and kind of just seeing what suits this team best. We got a lot of speed and strength this year, so we're just practicing the formation and hopefully getting one that suits us the best.
This year's team features some good experience, but also some young, up-and-coming talent. Despite the fact that there are only 6 seniors on this year's roster, the captains believe this year's team is capable of achieving great things.
Yeah, we'd really like to make to the state tournament this year. We've missed out on the last few years, and so we really would like to make it this year. I think we have a solid team and a good chance to do it. We'd also like to go pretty far in the TVLs and hopefully be one of the top teams, if not the top team in the TVL this year.
Yeah, I have high hopes. I want to win the TVL. I want to make tournament, and overall, I just want to have a winning record, which we haven't had in a while. So this year, I hope this is going to be the year.
Yeah, like these guys, I obviously want to make tournament this year, but also like our job to shape these new kids, because they'll be potential leaders next year, so we can just keep the program going in the right direction.
Hillers boys soccer head coach Garrett Sawyer enters his 14th season and also has high hopes for this year's group.
Yeah, we graduated over 10 players who had been in the program several years and some strong team leaders. So I feel like this year's team is going to forge a new identity because it has a lot of new players coming up. But there is some talent in that group, and I think we're going to put a really competitive team on the field. We also have really good leadership from the seniors this year. It's a group that sets a strong example on the field and pushes their teammates. In terms of what we're working on, I think we're working on figuring out what style of play is going to fit our team's strengths. I think that's going to be a process this year because we have so many new players to figure out what's going to work best. So in addition to that, we've been working on conditioning and getting game fit as well.
And you have 3 good captains this year. Could you talk about the group of captains that you have?
Yeah, Owen Delaney and Connor Delaney are 2 of them. This is actually their 4th year in the program. They came up halfway through their freshman season to be part of the team a few years ago. So they are true veterans of the program. And no one works as hard and plays as hard in the field as they do. So they set a great example as that way. And then Nate Pucci is the 3rd captain. He has a lot of leadership positions in the school, in student government and other organizations. So he's got a lot of practical leadership experience. So I think those 3 combined are really going to hit all the positive aspects of leadership.
Coming up next on HCAM News, we'll give you a glimpse at this year's Hillers field hockey and girls volleyball teams. And Matt Clark will fill you in with the latest HCAM programming with our HCAM Insider. You're locked into HCAM News. Don't go anywhere.
HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Golden Pond Assisted Living, honoring resident choice, dignity, and independence. Our health and wellness focus keeps residents active. Golden Pond, state-of-the-art senior housing and healthcare services.
Are you involved with a group in the Hopkinton community? HCAM can help you get the word out. Get online and head over to hcam.tv/community groups to find out more. We will help get word out about what your organization has going on through a number of ways, including through our TV stations, social media pages, and YouTube page. We have a number of other ways we are working to get word out about our member community organizations, such as digital screen promotion, and we can even help your nonprofit organization produce a professional video. Find out more right now at hcam.tv/community groups.
Hi, my name is Margie Wiggin, and I want to invite you to join me for my new show, Character Matters on HCAM. We're going to talk about why do people choose the behavior that they choose? Why do they choose to be good? We're going to hear from people in history, we're going to hear from local heroes who make great choices, and we're going to hear from some puppets who talk about things they've seen, and they're going to say, "What? Did you see that?" "Yes, I did." Please join us.
Welcome back to HCAM News. Head coach Joan Bannon is entering her 12th season as head coach of the Hopkinton Hillers field hockey team. And with a number of returning players from last year's playoff contending team, the Hillers are hoping to take a step further this year. Here is a look at this year's squad. Last season, the Hopkinton Hillers field hockey team finished with 11 wins, 3 losses, and 4 ties overall. Hopkinton was able to claim the 12th spot in the South Division I playoff bracket and came away with some big wins in the postseason. In the first round, they defeated 21st seeded Norwood 3-0, followed by a huge upset 2-1 win in double overtime against 5th seeded Silver Lake. After that, they competed hard with Sandwich, and it was anyone's game until Sandwich scored the only goal of the game in the sudden death overtime period. The Hillers finished 13-4-4 overall last season, and this year they returned some key players on last year's roster and are looking to take a step further with experienced leadership.
I'm Hallie Keefe, I'm a senior and I play defense.
I'm Maggie Dolan, I'm a senior and I play midfield.
I'm Beth Kohler, I'm a senior and I play defense. The practices are going pretty well. We're working on our fitness and doing the sprint test to make sure the whole team's in shape.
I think the new girls, especially the younger ones, have really adapted themselves well to the team and are really molding in well with the older girls.
Yeah, we had a scrimmage yesterday and I thought we had some good promise and a lot of girls really stepped up.
Hopkinton's captains aim to take a step further this year and have high standards for the season.
Yeah, we're hoping to make it at least as far as we made last year, and hopefully with the new additions on the team we'll be able to go farther.
Yeah, we were TVL champs last year, so that's always a goal to repeat like we did the year before, and I think that the new girls on the team are good additions and they can help us get further in tournament.
Yeah, just to get back to tournament, hopefully get to the 3rd round would be awesome, as we haven't been there in a couple years.
So do you have any individual goals of something you'd like to accomplish this season on the field?
My goal is to really step up as a leader this year as a senior and incorporating the younger girls on the team and working on getting the ball up the field the fastest way possible.
My goal is kind of similar, taking free hits quickly and making sure they're to good spots on the field.
And I like to work on my stick skills so that the offenders on the other team can't get by us.
Head coach Joan Bannon is entering her 12th season at the helm for the Hillers and is excited about this year's group.
What I see so far is we had a really competitive tryout. It was one of the most competitive tryouts that I've had since I've started coaching. So I think the team looks great. We have a lot to work on, but to start off with a team that is pretty fit, I think, and the skill level is up there, I think we look good.
And what are some of the things that you're working on here in these early practices?
Really, early practices is conditioning and stick work. They need to get their stick work down and their hits down to be able to compete.
The Hopkinton Hillers girls volleyball team has won state championships in 2 of the past 3 seasons. This year will be a bit more difficult to bring home the state title due to the fact that for the first time ever, the Hillers will now play in the Division I playoff bracket instead of Division II. Despite losing a few key members of last year's championship team, this year's team has faith they can continue the incredible success of the program. The Hopkinton Hillers girls volleyball team captured their second Division II state championship in the past 3 seasons last year. Despite losing key players from the championship team, this year's captains are looking to continue the Hillers girls volleyball tradition of winning.
All right, hello, I'm Ivy Gogolin. I'm a senior this year at Hopkinton High School, and I'm a middle hitter.
Hi, I'm Rachel Zale. I'm also a senior, and I'm a right side hitter and a setter.
Hi, I'm Joseph Prusco. I'm a senior and I'm a middle hitter.
All right, so just coming off a state championship year, first off, how does it feel to be back out there on the court? We'll start off with Ivy.
I mean, it feels great. I know we're all really excited, especially coming off the state championship, to get back in the gym and try to win another one.
Yeah, I agree. It feels really great. Volleyball's such a great sport, and I love these girls. We had such a good experience last year, and it feels great to be back with them again.
It feels good to be back in the gym. It's a really fun experience to be back with a lot of the same girls and with a lot of new ones. So we're really excited to get the season started, and I think it's going to be a really good one this year.
All right, and what are some of the things that you're working on in these early practices? And also, do you have any personal goals for this season?
I think to start off with practices, we're working on finding our groove as a team because there are a lot of new players on the team, and even with the returners, some of us haven't played with each other in a while, so we're working out the kinks. We've had a couple scrimmages, and we're getting better at playing together.
Yeah, I mean, like Ivy said, kind of working out the kinks, especially on serve receive, even just serves in general. We're kind of just getting used to doing that together again. In terms of personal goals, I would say that for setting, I would really like to start running some plays with these guys. That's really fun. So yeah, I'd love to see that this season.
They pretty much covered everything, but definitely still meshing as a team. We do have a lot of returners, but it's good to get the new girls in and start working more as a team and meshing, and we're definitely doing that through scrimmages and stuff. And same as Rachel, running more plays in the middle is a personal goal. We have a lot of fun, and they're really cool to put down, and it's going to be a good season.
Hopkinton finished the amazing season as state champions and 22-2 overall. This year will be a bit different of a situation for the Hillers if they want to repeat, as for the first season in team history, they will be playing in the Division I playoff bracket rather than Division II.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be in D1 this year. I mean, last year there certainly wasn't like a lack of competition, but I think it's really going to be great to see, you know, like the big guns like Barnstable, Newton North. It'll be great to see them this season and kind of like challenge ourselves a little more.
And compared to last year, how do you think this team's looking? Is it pretty similar, or is there a few differences?
I'd say it's pretty similar. I'd say we do have a lot of the same girls, but we're definitely refilling in positions with a lot of our seniors gone and some setters gone. So I'd say it's definitely pretty similar. We all kind of have the same goals and the same way that we practice and we play. So it's looking pretty good, and we're excited.
Despite a bit more of a difficult road in the postseason, Coach Grabmeyer believes this team has the talent and ability it needs to succeed.
So far we're looking really good. We lost some key senior leadership, but the underclassmen have really stepped up. And this year with the 6 seniors that we have, all of them were major contributors in last year's state championship team. So they're really leading the way right now.
And this is the first season where you'll be in the Division I playoff bracket. Did this affect the regular season schedule at all, or how you prepare for the season?
Our regular season is looking pretty much the same, except we have Dedham this year, new to the Tri-Valley League. Our postseason is where it's going to really make a difference because we're playing teams that we've seen in scrimmages before, but you know, it's tournament's a whole new beast. So we're looking forward to the different competition.
All right, terrific. And the girls are confident and maybe had a chance to repeat for a state title, even though they're going to be in Division I this year?
I don't think there's been a season where the girls haven't put that down as a goal, that they want to play their best and always a state championship. Once you've been there, it's something that you want to repeat, and they work hard to be able to get back there again. So they're looking forward to it.
I'm sure it's going to be another fun ride, and we certainly look forward to the season.
Okay.
Be sure to follow Hillers Girls Volleyball, airing all season long on the HCAM channels, and you'll be able to view full games and highlights on our YouTube page, youtube.com/HCAMTV. A whole lot of programming is coming up on the HCAM channels. Standing by to tell you all about it is HCAM's promotions coordinator, Matt Clark.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the HCAM Insider. I'm Matt Clark, and here's what's happening this week on HCAM. On Friday, September 8th at 8 p.m., the Coffee Break hosts talk with Lisa Jackson about the importance of emergency planning and preparedness on a new episode of Hopkinton Coffee Break. On Monday, September 11th at 6:30 p.m., the Hillers girls volleyball team takes on the Holliston Panthers live on HCAM Ed. At 9:30 p.m., Elizabeth Lund talks with Susan Edwards Richmond, a passionate ecologist who writes about the relationship of humans and the natural world on a brand new episode of Poetic Lines. On Tuesday, September 12th at 6:30 p.m., the Hopkinton Board of Selectmen's meeting will air live on HCAM TV. On Wednesday, September 13th at 6:30 p.m., the Hillers girls volleyball team takes on the Bellingham Blackhawks live on HCAM Ed. And at 7 p.m., Margie and Jen talk local and national happenings and invite you to join the conversation on a new episode of The Jen and Margie Show, live on HCAM TV. If you want to know more about all of HCAM's shows before they air, then head over to hcam.tv/connect, where you can sign up for our HCAM Insider newsletter. Or if you want to know more about what's happening in Hopkinton, you can sign up for our daily news updates. That's all for this week's Insider. I'm Matt Clark, and as always, thanks for watching. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Matt. That will just about do it for this edition of HCAM News. Don't forget, you can stay up to date with everything Hopkinton by checking out our website, hcam.tv, as well as our Twitter and Facebook page. Right now on our website, hcam.tv, you can see how Week 1 of the fall season went for some Hillers sports teams, and also information about a couple of upcoming local events. If you have a Hopkinton-related video, photo, or story idea, I want to hear from you. Email me at news@hcam.tv. With your help, we'll cover even more of our community. For everyone here at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. We leave you now with the current community listings and upcoming government meetings. We hope your summer was great and your school year is even better. Thanks for watching, folks. Take care and be well. HCAM is supported by our viewers and by Blackstone Valley Wealth Management, providing highly personalized financial planning, wealth management, and customized solutions through transparent, unbiased advice. Visit us at blackstonevalleywealth.com.